Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to my art channel Tadada Art Club and 100 days of sketching challenge. Yes guys, today is the day 61. Yes, I crossed the 60 and today is the day 61 and we're gonna do the sketching on the still life. Yes, so what is their reference now is like today again there is the apples are there in some of the part, but yes, definitely the different elements are there in the backdrop. So we're gonna do that in today's session. So let's and watch that. Hey guys, welcome back and this is Vijay here. I do share a lot of drawing and sketching tips on this channel regularly. Yes, and as I said, today is the day 61 and we're gonna do sketching on still life. Before we start the sketching, I would like to request you, if you are new for my channel, please subscribe my channel and press notification bell icon so you will get all the update about upcoming videos and the events. So now let's go to the board very quickly and we can see what the reference we have. And as we do always, we do a lot of study while making the sketching. We understand the eye level, perspective, and we search mostly is the basic forms in each and everything. So yes guys, so let's go to the board and start our today's sketching. Yes, here is the what the reference we have, and as my favorite, the apples are there in this today's session also. But again, that apples in three different direction they kept, and that is what the good talent, or you can say the good composition. If you keep all the apples in the straight line or in the same direction, it won't be much create a nice composition. But yes, you have to be very careful and be precise to keeping the things in still life, so it create a nice compositions. And there is in the backdrop, it's a nice jar is there which was quite big and steel material it has, so because of that it's a quite good contrast is coming between the apples and the jar. So let's start sketching now. Yes, so I was talking about the little angle. So here also it has a little top angle, and mostly in the still life you able to see, or you will see the angle something like this only, which is give the nice depth. So if I want to start here, so I want to fix first the placement, so I can see this much the jar, then this will be the front apple, this is the side apple. So randomly you just make or guess the things where you can gonna keep your things, so that is very important. So because of this, what happen is like you get the idea like how big picture you're gonna draw and is really fitting into your canvas. So to get that sense, you just randomly see. I don't know how much you able to see there, but yes, what I did, I can make little darker. So I place this area, the one apple, then there is another little overlap on this, and this one has a little space from the earlier one. And yes, the jar is between these lines. So roughly you got the idea like how the picture big it gonna come, and then we can go for the final ad or the small details. Yes, so again we'll go and see. First is the, if I want to start with the jar, so I can see this is the cuboid. Again I will say this is what the cuboid, or it can be little. So if you put these lines, so you will get these 4 points, and as per these 4 points, if you connect that, so this is how you got the oval. And it's very important, because of this I'm trying to tell that this will help to make us the extra attached element is here. So this is the additional part here, which is the three-dimensionality, which give the feel of these perspective lines. This is again, it will be helpful for you. And now I can see that from here it is actually going up, and here it is the curve. This is attached here. So I can give the little thickness to that. So because of this I'll be able to draw the, because of cuboid I'll be able to draw this nicely. And here also I can see there is little bulge and round, and here also there is a curve. Yes, so that way this portion of this jar is done, and the same thickness we have to, it's a kind of border. You have to continue with that. This can be little more. Yes, and it is a little cross this side, and again I'll make this round, and from it is going down. Plus from here also it is similar way, it's coming from and it's somewhere, so I can just lightly I can draw. Even though you can't see the part, but still you have to draw complete picture to get right shapes and all these things, so you should do that. So these all are lines, and here again there is the dimension wise, if you go to see that, so this way the jar, complete jar is there. And now we go to the handle part. Again this handle part will help, the cube will help us to make handle properly. So it is starting from here, so in the perspective wise this is the curve, and then it is attaching here. So this way it is the part of that, and on this center part, that is also a small design which is again in this way, so that is also very nice, dimension it into that. Here also there is slight thickness to that, and yes, these are the curves. But here's a little slight thickness, because of that these curves is something like this. and that same thickness is here. So this is very important part what I feel, that it's attached here till this upper portion, and as per the dimension this is coming down and making a round thing. So jar is done. Now I'll come to the first apple here, which is I fill in is this direction. Here is the center point. Generally we feel that apple has like a sphere shape, exact round, but no, it has the slight edges, which you can see it here. So all this is the dimension it has. And now I'll come to this apple, which is has over here and little pointed portions. This way the top, and these are the roundity. For this apple, so yes, these are the roundity here. And this apple now specifically, if I come to, so little down I have to take, and this is the cuboid wise what I can see, a little tilted in this direction. So here is the center part. And Slight flicker is there, I don't know why, but okay. So yes, the here we can see the apple. In this direction. So this way we drawn all the objects nicely, and we did a proper drawing. And now I will use some of the charcoal pencils, and I'll try to put some darker shades and lighter shades. Yes, so as I seen reference, the steel effect is very important, and for that, making the marking for the highlights and all, you should be very careful. I'm not again telling you much going into depth of the shadings and all, but yes, some of the part I'll just try to cover in this. So I'm just working on this specifically part where there is a lot of patches of the highlights and all, you can see. And yes, this much portion is very much dark. So if you make your eyes half the way close, so you will be able to see this all things properly. So there is a lot of crows in my our colony. So they every day they give me a company. So here is very important. This curve has the darker shade and little band highlight there, and yes, it's in a dark position. But the bending and reflection of little apples is there. And yes, again there is the very sharp highlight is here. In this portion, and this is quite dark. Again this portion is in the dark. Similar way here also, this portion, this much is the highlighted area. Again there is this specific area is highlighted, so rest of the part you can make little darker and highlighted. This is the lightest portion to light will flow. Again there is a dark, light, again dark. Again this portion is light, and here's the dark, light, again dark. So a lot of highlights and all these things are there, and that is only give the feel of metal. So very complicated that part is the To be very precise about the highlights, dark tones, middle tones. And now I'll come to this portion where this way it is highlighted, but in between there is some window reflection is there. You can see it properly. This is the window, you can see it here, and it is taking a curvature. So you have to go by step, and then you can just observe, rather than the whole object, observe that small part, and you will be able to complete those things. Here also on this portion there is a dark patch completely. Which is here, and again there is, this is the portion, the roundity wise, very lightly. So here also there is a lot of highlights and shadows there, but I'm not getting into that. Nor even the reflection of these apples are there. So instead of that, I'm just making plain. So the jar and the down portion is like more or less dark only. Yes, so that way jar is completed, and we'll go to the handle. So handle also, this is the lightest portion, but yes, here there is the dark. And now we'll come to the apple portion. So that's the darker portion, it is there. So comparatively, there is a lot of difference, the contrast between there. So here you can see the highlighted portion, and you can see this is the darker area because of this. Another apple shadow is falling on this, and here is the specific highlight. So if you follow the dimension, that will be a great help. So that was the first apple, and here again I'll see this is the dimension, the dark tones. This is quite dark here. it is, this is the portion which is the shades. So the very lightest portion is here, only this portion is dark. This is the highlighted area. And I will come to this apple, which is again, here is the highlighted area is there, and the entire thing is except this, the light portion. Again, as per the roundity, this will be the darker portion. Yes, so this way we completed this picture, and I'll just some of the ground shadows I'll just suggest you. I'll put, as you can see, the light source is from this direction. And you see that this is also the shadow is falling down from this side. So we are very much sure that the direction, light direction, is from this side. So yes guys, that ways we completed the entire picture with the shadings and all. And yes, so that way we completed the entire picture with the shadings and all. I was not expected it will finish within the time period, but yes, it is complete. And yeah, I'm very much happy. I don't know about you, so please, if you liked or if you are happy with it, please write it in the comment box. What specifically you liked, what how your experience is, and I'm waiting for that. All those comments. If you have any queries about this today's session, so please write it that also in the comment box. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. So guys, this is for today. We'll meet you tomorrow with the more sketching sessions, and most probably I'm gonna change tomorrow topic. So we'll see you tomorrow. Till the time, you guys keep practicing, keep sketching, keep watching my videos, and keep learning more and more things. And same time, keep smiling too.